this is Jody Smith. I'm the president for GRAR Board of Directors, and I have with me
Ed Hansen.
Hello.
I'm your
Ed.
president-elect.
So good to see you, Ed.
You too, Jody.
So Ed, we had a very great meeting, a lot of different subjects. And do you want to start off with what one of our big nuggets were yesterday?
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun to be fully engaged and see our committees going and rolling. There's so much to cover, but I'm just going to touch on a couple quick things. Want to throw a shout out to Rachel Major. She's the chair of our Grievance committee. And oh my goodness, you talk about a group that's been busy.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to thank her in front of everybody for all they do. But I thought it was interesting. Grievance, of course, gets all the complaints on things that we need to deal with, but 25% of the issues that goes to Grievance is related to the offer delay and when are they going to get presented. And although it's 25% of the complaints, it takes like 75% of their time. So you're going to hear more about that, but that's still a big deal. So, get on board with the form so you understand it. It really does help. The other thing I wanted to touch base on with regards to committees is Chris Keekstra, past GRAR president, and also past GRAR president Adam Parlberg. Those two guys have done a phenomenal job with regards to regionalization. And the whole idea of data share and joining associations to improve services is fantastic. And it's a non-ending goal of ours. We'd like to have one MLS for the whole state, but we certainly are growing. And every year we get a little bit more. So I just a shout out to all those people in our committees that are doing a great job. So thanks to all them.
Oh, I love that, Ed. I love that. I'm going to kind of piggyback off from that. I'm going to actually, I was going to talk about the school program. The Community Involvement Committee came together with that a couple of years ago. Adam Fuller, who is our affiliate of the year for 2020. And Adam came up with this with his committee a couple of years ago, the school program, and they have just donated a little over $1,600 to elementary schools, primarily in the area, for mostly clothing and lunch, well, not so much lunches, but clothing and supplies. And I just thought that was a really great thing that our association is putting together. And so that was just approved yesterday from the board of directors. And what else did we touch upon, Ed? Well,
I tell you what, I'm going to ask for the help of our membership, and this may not be a popular thing with the rest of the directors, but I'm going to do it anyway. But and for next month, we're going to have a discussion about, when we have closed sales, we always put in in closing out the file if there was a seller concession. Seller paid $5,000 closing costs or whatever. But in recent years, we're seeing as many concessions regarding buyers, and specifically with regards to appraisal shortages. And the discussion that we're going to have is going to be, would it be beneficial for us to know that this property that sold for X amount of dollars actually had a $20,000 appraisal shortage? I know for sure that appraisers would love that information, but would it be good for us? And would it be easy to implement? We could do it within GRAR, and instead of just seller concessions, it could say seller/buyer, and then indicate, if there was an appraisal shortage. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have that discussion. And the reason I'm even mentioning it to you is that I would love to hear from you. What do you think about that? Would that be helpful for you in your business? Reach out. Everybody call Jody. But if you have opinions, please reach out to any of the board of directors, because we are going to have that discussion next month.
I want to just touch upon one extra thing on that with the appraisal. It's not just even it's for appraisers and for us for comparables. I mean, when sometimes you see something that's such an outlier on value, and you're like, where'd that come up with? Where did that $10,000, $20,000? Not that that house is not worth that to the, it's not like we're trying to amend that. It's just, it helps us when we're doing comparables for our sellers. So I wanted to add that.
Yep, thank you.
And also, I just wanted to bring up again the spirit of cooperation. And it seems like we're getting some great recognition on Facebook. We're getting some high fives. And some of you are not on Facebook. That's absolutely fine. We also have put together, these are free at the board. We've got these postcards that you can send out. And if you see somebody that's done something that's great, all of us would love to have some nice mail in the mailbox, wouldn't we? So those are available at GRAR. And I'm excited to be part of YPN on Wednesday morning and talking more about spirit of cooperation. And I'm going to just kind of loop around to what Ed was talking about with the offers and how we're handling things with buyers and sellers. That spirit of cooperation is key to helping us looking professional and being fair to everybody involved, other buyers, other agents. So just wanted to pass that along. Thank you for being here, and thank you, Ed.
Yep, thanks, Jody. Have a good day, everyone.